Welcome back, Ram fans. This is Charlie Krause, host of the Coach and Crew Show, where I assume you're in a good mood after VCU's road win over a Power 5 SEC school in Vanderbilt, 48-37. And that 48-37 number a couple of years ago might have been more of a halftime score, but now it seems to be where VCU is. And I'll start with that because the defense has been there all three games. St. Peter's, the defense was there. Even in the loss this most recent week against, it was just the defense was still there. But now tonight, it was really there because the announcers and their love affair with Scottie Pippen Jr. only held them to single digits and was something like 9% shooting, they said. And I can do the math as well if I looked it up. But I think what I'm realizing is, and maybe they've realized themselves since last week and the little embarrassing loss they took, they know who they are and they know what they are. And they're a defense-first program. And Ram fans, help me out on this. What was the year that if we scored 61 a game, it was a high-scoring love affair, and we still put out 20 victories? It was somewhat recent history. All the years, unfortunately, blend in to one another. I'm pretty sure it was a shock or smart era type of season. And it turned out to be a good year. But the offense was never on fire, putting up 80 like they have some other years. Maybe that's what this year's going to be. Scoring the 40s and 50s and possibly barely into the 60s. And that's just the output they're going to get, but with great sound defense. This is not the magic number, but in my world, it's part of the equation, okay? Part of the equation is turnovers. Yeah, VCU had 22 of them, but they caused 21. And that line for me is 20. If you can cause 20 or more turnovers, you're putting yourself in position for the win. On top of that, they had 7 blocks. HASSAN Ward set a personal best of 5. We all know he had 6, and that was not a foul near the end of the game, but that's semantics at this point. So Vince Williams was scoring. NUNN, the freshman, was scoring. It seemed like last week was a real wake-up call. Boom, there it is. Now, what do they have next? They have Saturday a home game against Chattanooga, and then they get to go out to the Bahamas where they're going to play all big boys. So it's going to really be interesting to see how they build from this victory over Vanderbilt, who should not be at the bottom of the food chain in the SEC. And hey, this is a great win, and let's embrace that and recognize who we are and recognize our strengths and play to the strengths. The strengths are defense, and that's what I have to say about that. If you agree with this, please comment away and like and subscribe to our videos, and we appreciate you following. But this was a good win for VCU, and even though I'm trying my hardest to stay monotoned, I'm really excited right now. So let's go VCU.